Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Parc Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. And the Stallions have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia State Panthers offense will take the field first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stallions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pick.
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Stallions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far.
Fires toward the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Panthers are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The running back has it. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6 with the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Barrels ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Stallions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. On the option, he'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. How aggressive will they get on first and 10? Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end
thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pressure coming. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Stallions will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Running into the open space. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's McGowan. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Stallions. Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Right on the money. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes That results in interception, so lucky that ball was incomplete.
He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Nice move there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. On the run, still looking. Connection to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll go to the running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Stallions will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. It's complete. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Punt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Love the play call going RPO on 4th down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that 1st.
Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Panthers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. they'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Stallions are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Stallions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stallions.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Grab behind the line. It's Flanagan. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out.